Right. Was that all of the skeletons? It probably wasn't. Obviously, they're hiding away. Right now, though, our building has been nearly done. It's half done. That's enough. That's a good amount. We can actually send our soldiers back now, because I do not believe there are any more foes to conquer. Mostly because there are just bodies everywhere. Seriously, we've done a very good job when it comes to killing things. And by that, I mean we actually haven't. We've been doing it fairly poorly, to be honest with you, because it has caused the death. Yeah, there we go. It causes it. We lose lives, basically. 2 infantry seem to be the perfect combination, though 1 just can't do it, and 3 is just too much. It gets rid of production. 2, though, that's like safety and more safety in 1 unit. Okay, imagine that. That's fantastic to even think about. So what we need to do is get rid of this designation. Remove that designation. I'm going to put a guard position here and here. Meow and meow. Okay. And that works out. And now these 2 can go and guard for the rest of their lives. Wherever the hell they are. Okay, there's 1. Rest of your life, guard. Rest of your life, guard. Hopefully their fatigue levels are different, so they keep sort of switching. Yeah, they're a bit different. It looks to me like they're never going to be in the same sort of... Like, their shifts are just off a bit, so it's going to be a very small timetable for them to actually both be together. But that's fine, you know. Gurland and Hood right now are wrecking it in the face. The Hood's actually going to go to sleep now, so that's fine. Right now, we need to build a little bit more on this wall. And we need to start mining, because we need to find some iron. We need 4 more iron. Actually, no, 3 more iron. In order to actually get 3 iron ingots to actually create this door, if we successfully create the door in the first place. And then, I think I would focus on making a farm. Is that a good idea? I don't know. I don't know. Tell you what is a good idea. We need to make this further up so that a necromancer can't disrupt us in the future. The good thing about a necromancer is that all the skeletons around it seem to follow him without question. The necromancer can't cross water. I have said this before. I'm just sort of emphasizing that fact. So after we finished off these walls, I'm going to move this stone wall up. I'm going to keep that one there as sort of a backup just in case they somehow find a way to destroy us. But yeah, it's going to be great. I feel like we're going to put a ballista on this tower here. But I kind of feel like just that one, maybe this one here. The only problem with putting it on the front is that we don't have much room to fire. Putting a ballista there is better because it gives us a decent arc. I'm not too sure what the range of ballista is. Maybe it tells us when we try to put it down. No, it doesn't. God, it look cool though. Bangalore ready, sir. Anyway, don't know why that reminds me of that so vividly every single time. There's a chicken right there. We have not used an archer in about 17 years. Well, 17 days, probably. It's been a while. God, day 19, ladies and gentlemen. Nearly day 20, okay? I can't remember which day we stopped playing on the previous, well, on Season 1. But it may have been sort of around this point, you know, like day 27, something like that. Ivo Parker is now level 6 woodchopper. Where are you, Parker? You're just sort of chopping around here. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, you are a woodchopper. It makes sense. Your job description fits you perfectly. I'm just giving him confidence. That's all I'm doing. What we need to do is make walls back here as well, to be honest. And I'll probably just make a dock here and there. Because I'm not too sure what their fishing parameters are. Whether they can fish 2 blocks high or just the 1 block high. I'm not too sure how it works. His fishing pole just broke right then and there, as I was watching. Great. We had one as a backup, though. Hopefully we do have more. We do. We have 2 more fishing poles. But then again, someone that does fish probably put their fishing pole back in order... Fishing pole back in order to go to sleep. And... well, that basically means there's 1. I'm not too sure why I said and there. Didn't make any sense. There was no structural reasons for that. These towers, though, they're just sort of there. Because they would look good at the corners. Also, I guess it would be neat to have one sort of there, like I said. will I put a ballista on it? I think I can fit a ballista inside that area. So maybe it's not that. What am I trying to do here? Ballista. Oh yeah, I can. Actually, that's perfect. Yeah, I might put a ballista on there actually. I think that would work out fairly well. The ballistas are good against matriarch. I'd imagine so anyway. I'm not, like, I don't know that. I've not read it or anything. I mean, I still think that the matriarch bug is pretty much the best way to deal with the matriarch at the moment. And that is to get her underwater. That's what someone said in the comment section anyway. I'm not too sure if that is a real thing. But I'm going to assume so. For the good of mankind. And you know what's better than what I was about to say just then? Nothing. You never know what I'm going to say. You never know what was better than whatever the hell I was going to say. Oh, wow. Isn't life just grand? Okay, so I'm not too sure how high you guys can build up, but you did that fairly well. That might be because you've climbed up there, so we're going to put some scaffolding. And by some, I mean one solitary piece of scaffolding. I think I hear an ice cream. Van. Or like an alien trying to communicate. It sounds weird. What the fuck is it? It sounds like a horn. Okay. I don't know why I'm commentating what I'm hearing outside. It sounds weird. And I'm a bit scared. Is what I'm trying to say. It looks like we're actually completely defended now. Oh wait, no, we're not. No. We are not. Oh my god. Isn't that just a lie? Islay. Oh no, or you. Islay or you. I want you to go and be a miner and chop down any stone that you can see around here, please. That would be, well, it would be appreciated. Whether it would be highly appreciated is up to you, to be honest. Also, I want you to get rid of these pieces here because they are a mother trucking eyesore. And everyone knows that mother trucking eyesores are the worst kind of eyesore. That and also sort of pink eye is not great. so yeah, that's that conversation. Also, we need to expand the underground, the London Underground. Oh wow, that actually works out. We can make an underground tunnel underneath the river. Oh my god, that sounds amazing. We'll think about that at a later date. All we can see now is someone is using a stone pickaxe to mine, which means that our iron pickaxes are probably, maybe, broken. I would be correct in assuming that. That's not good. We'll have to make copper ones. Because I can't remember what mine's iron, but it looks like copper doesn't. Bronze probably does, which is why, yeah, bronze does. So we need to make bronze, which is copper and tin, which... I don't know if we can make that now, actually. Merv is currently... like being annoying. I can make loads of bronze. Yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. We'll do that later on though. Actually, we should really do it now because we need to mine iron. That's sort of our goal. So where are you, Islay? I want you to be a blacksmith for now. The stone is unfortunately becoming a bit of a problem, but I mean, I think we're safe enough right now when it comes to walls. The idea is just to sort of even it out. I mean, we do need to fix up that top bit there, and then we should be 100% complete. But at the moment, Islay, I need you to make lots of bronze. 11 to be exact. Actually, we'll make 7, because I feel like I'm going to use the other copper, other stuff. Merv, what are you doing? He's looking at. He looked up at me for a second, and then was like, I mean, you know, whatever, bro. What? You're making it sound very strange, you adorable little penguin. You are a penguin, aren't you? You're a penguin. He's not a penguin because he's blue. He doesn't like being called a penguin, apparently. I wouldn't like being called a penguin. See, he's getting Larry. How dare you get Larry? Okay, builder, Philippe. I want you to be a miner because I want you to start mining. I mean, why else? Why else? And then after you make that bronze, Islay, automatically just make 7 bronze pickaxes. Because I feel like you're going to fail half of them anyway. Okay, maybe not 7, like 4. 4's a good amount, because I feel like I'll use that bronze for other stuff. So there you go, make 4. Treat yourself, love. Okay, and then we're going to start mining. Well, now we're going to start mining. As to where, what direction really matters is up to you. I feel like this direction matters. There we are. Straight line like that. That works out. And we will expand in this direction a little bit, just to give us a little bit more room. by like 3 more. There we are, that works out. And then we could do that later on. But yeah, that works out. Mostly we just need to put some stone up there for storage. Because currently there isn't any. That's actually a bit strange. Okay, well, that's fine. We can get just like 1 pile sorted in, then we'll get rid of it. And put it down there later on. Merv right now, what are you doing? Are you Mervin? You better not be Mervin. That's a bit weird. Brick is required, but no one's a stonemason right now, so we're going to have to worry about that later. Priorities. What can I say? Priorities are set. We need to have good tools in order to get good things done. Okay? Brick, making things is difficult, okay? Don't get me wrong. It's a necessity. But our survival is also a necessity. We need to get the farming done, because that's a good way to get more people, apparently. You can probably hear Merv right now. I'm not too sure if you're enjoying his company or not. I am currently enjoying his company. Because he is being very, very nice. Aren't you, Merv? No, I didn't crash. You probably thought I crashed for a second then. I probably thought I crashed. It did feel like I crashed. It was very strange. Ooh. Anyway. We need more people. We really just need more people constantly. We're going to have to worry about that later, though. Tell you what, Lumberjack. We don't need you to do some lumberjacking right now. Lumberjacking. Get that lumberjacking. Why don't you be a miner? We need to get that mining stuff done. Islay, you better not be asleep right now. You guys keep sleeping at the most inopportune moments. It's very annoying. That's something I'm going to have to deal with later on. The unfortunate ability for them to bug out is something that is a bit of a kerfuffle that I need to look out for. Perhaps another wall will solve our problems. Perhaps it will, maybe not. Some silver ore right there. Bunch of shit. More stone. More fucking stone. Effing stone. Maybe digging down would be the correct thing to do right here. Like, stop this mining and just... we need to be a bit more specific about this. Like, if we go up here, get rid of that, and then we'll just make like a tunnel off this line. That'll look pretty cool. Yeah, I like the idea of that. And then I think digging down, it'll probably increase the sort of effectiveness of finding a certain material. We need to keep an eye out, once again, because you never know what's going to spawn. Like, what do we have around here? Any goodies? I see some wolves. More wolves. Let's do the zoom out. Let's do the zoom out. Zoom, 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 zoom. Zoom out. There's 2 wolves right there. Okay, worry about that later. It's not too bad. The thing I'm not looking forward to is hearing a bunch of goblins scream at the top of their lungs as they approach my kingdom. That's the worst thing you can have, really, because goblins are just as powerful as your guys. So you gotta be careful, basically. Be careful. However, I feel pretty confident because our guys have pretty good weapons, like steel broadsword right there. Another steel broadsword, some shields. Like that one's got bronze armor, some copper armor right there. You know, they got decent sort of strength. I like it. I'm not too sure. They really should have an armor stat, just sort of show a basis of how good or how strong they are. But that's my opinion. Bronze pickaxes are currently in production. As to whether they're being created or not is beyond my confirmation. Probably. Yep, one has been created. For the professional right there. Philippe, professional extraordinaire. And that is another... that's a stone one. Okay, so I think she's failed to make... oh, I know, she just made 1 though, because I told her to make 4, didn't I? I think. 4 or 5, one of them. It was a number, and it was a good number. A decent number. Number that you can rely on. That kind of thing. Oh, my voice was cracking there. Oh, there we go, I hit my note. That's the note I can get. There's no other note I can get lower than that. There we go. I'm not too sure what note that is, okay? I probably should start learning notes, because then I'll be like, that note is, G minor? Something like that. I'm not too sure if that even is a note. I know minor's in there. So, yeah. Fantastic. No. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Merv. No? Yeah. Confused. I am too. I'm very confused right now. Merv right now is just sort of eating my hair. It's a bit annoying. What's happening right now? A wall. let's say that you didn't hear that. Let's say that for a second in this fragmented world that I'm thinking of, that you didn't hear that. Ow, my arm hurts. Isn't that just fine? That is fine. Okay, that's so fine that I think I'm going to find it out. Let's find the line. Okay, so Islay is done. I want you to be a stonemason once again, and I want you to constantly make more stone. More stone, please. Yeah, more stone. Don't stop making stone, guys. We need that. It's beautiful. It is a beautiful thing for beautiful people. Oh, yeah. That iron's coming places. I feel pretty good about this. More iron? Pfft, of course you don't have any iron. God, what did you fucking pay you for? Some coal? Oh, that guy's got 2 iron. Okay, I feel pretty good about that. It might be the chance in a lifetime for us to actually create some iron ingots. Whether that will take place or not is entirely up to you. Well, it's actually up to me. So... So maybe not. It's actually up to me. You shouldn't count yourself in that. Because if you did, then you would be killed. I hope another necromancer attacks. I'm sorry, but I'd rather necromancers have anything right now other than skeletons. Just like plain skeleton spawning. But even then, the necromancer's the only thing that can't get me. And I feel like goblins can't get me as well. I'm not too sure if they bother swimming. I'm sure I've seen it before. Wolves do, though. Actually, I'm not too sure if even wolves do. You know what? I just hope nothing spawns on this side. We make a minefield, everything will be great. It wouldn't be great. It will be disastrous. Disastrously great. Okay, so this is the guy with the iron. This is the guy I was talking to you about. He's got the iron. Or not. Apparently we're already making that other ingot. So now we should be able to make the door. Okay, we will be able to make the door eventually. That's what I actually meant to say. Now we can make the door. Okay, so we could put the door... There's a good place. Or we could put it back one more. I feel like having it a bit at the front is a better idea. So an engineer needs to make that. And Islay, you're also an engineer now. Actually, no, wait, you're not. I don't want to scrap... I don't want to have that happen. I can't rely on anyone else but you, miss. Because you're the only one that I don't currently require. Like, mining is a secondary thing. Even though it's actually a primary thing right now. It always becomes that secondary effort. So that wall is going to help us out quite significantly so. Hopefully it doesn't break. Because if it does, then I'll go into a blind, furious rage. Yeah, that's great. Okay, so make that wall. And, you know, I'm just going to watch you with good intent. Oh, crap. She went through the world. Wait. Intent looking begins. No. Okay, so that's done. And my immediate reaction was that I've seen it before. So I'm going to continue onwards. Continue being a miner. Good miss. Front gate is complete. Well, the gatehouse isn't really complete, but it's getting there. It's getting there. That's all I can say. Okay. Right, so what we need to accomplish right now is more stone is pretty useful right now. We do need that. Like, maybe more infantry as well. That'd be pretty good. I do like the idea of having more furious warriors. Possibly. But like I said, we need more food. And the best way to get food, I think, is to turn every single person, apart from the infantry soldiers, into farmers. Make an absurdly large farm. They can just never... sustain itself without all those people. That just makes food, basically. I feel like that's a good idea. Well, make 3 people farmers. The rest of them could be like stonemasons. I feel like, and then, well, 2 of them. Okay, we got 10 people to spare. So, I mean, we make 2 of them into infantry. We, like what? 2 of them infantry, 3 of them farmers. 4 of them stonemasons. We got 2 remaining. And then 2 of them fishermen. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. I'm not too sure if I should really keep the fishermen as fishermen. Or maybe just, like, turn them into farmers. That's probably a bad idea just to keep them as farmers. well, turn them into farmers, to be honest with you, because that's eventually going to become the better way to sustain. But the thing is, having fishermen's pretty good. It's like that big sort of engulfment of food that comes out of nowhere, basically. It's pretty great. Merv right now is really leery. What do you want? What's the limit for our food? It's pretty high. Yeah, we should keep an eye on that. What? Oh. What? What? I do apologise for Merv's murmurings. That was really good. Merv's murmurings. What? Storing misc supplies. Most crafting materials and animal products are stored here. Adds 40 to the misc resource. Not what I'm looking for. Food barrel. A large wooden container with food and seeds. That is what we need, and we need it now.